You know, it's interesting how people remember certain music from different point of views. You know, Scott, you were a young adult, late teens when the 80s came around about. And I was a small child, but I can remember some of my first memories is turning on the radio station and every other song hearing Phil Collins or Genesis or Phil Collins. It was everywhere. You know, I think maybe at 4 or 5, I might have thought there were 3 artists in the world and Phil Collins was one of them. There was just so much of him. And I still love listening to it now. And, you know, I didn't realize, you know, how many remixes Phil Collins had. You actually have a remix album that he did devoted to his 12 inchers in the 80s, right?
Yes.
I think it's called 12 inches or something.
It's called 12 inches, yeah.
Yep, and, you know, anyway, so here's one of those 12 inches. This is the Phil Collins vinyl collection. Don't Lose My Number from the No Jacket Required album, which you'll see right there. And there's an LP version, an extended remix, and We Said Hello Goodbye.
And it is this
regular Atlantic
label.
Phil Collins, Face Value.
This has the biggie on it.
Yes. Bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum. The Miami Vice song.
The drums that defined the 80s.
The 80s rock drum. Okay. You have a history of this album?
This is actually one that I believe I bought when it came out.
Yep. Oh, I bought this on vinyl, pre-owned when it came out. Then I got it on CD and gave the vinyl to my dad. Then Scott gave me a double of the vinyl again, so I have that with the CD. So
actually, in this copy, I actually have 2 different covers of it.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the original.
That's the original. It has a little... I think you've actually seen this in one of my videos. It has the writing on it. Special writing.
And then this...
is an import edition.
It's an import edition from, I believe it was from Germany.
Yeah, if it has the Gemma on it, it's usually Germany. No, I don't know what that one is. Does it say where that came from?
Mm.
But the LC with a number on it is usually denotes an import of some kind or other. So
I usually go by these. These usually...
Yeah, the Gemma is usually Germany, but that's... I don't know what that means. It's certainly interesting to have 2 versions of one album in one sleeve.
I only have one sleeve.
Maybe.
The one didn't come with a sleeve.
So, yeah, that one was just came in that jacket. Another one I get a repeat of, Hello, I Must Be Going, with I Don't Care Anymore and You Can't Hurry Love on it. Came out a year after Face Value. Another similar packaging. Mm-hmm. As you all know, Earth, Wind and Fire, Phoenix Horns were on both these albums, really prominent.
And I'm sure this is just a standard. Oh, no.
Nope, it's similar. It's black, and it's got kind of similar puffy writing on it. It's kind of a custom. Yeah, Phil was going through a bit of a divorce on these albums, wasn't he?
Yes.
And these are not concept albums exactly, but a lot of the songs kind of relate to it. You know, I Can Feel It Calling in the Air Tonight, I Don't Care Anymore. He's kind of going through the stages of loss on a lot of these. Nobody was losing on this album. This was huge. I don't know where you were, if this was this huge. This was huge when it came out.
Yes, it was.
Su Studio, you know, One More Night, Don't Lose My Number, Take Me Home. You know, these were just... Who said I would? These were just, you know, you couldn't get away from these. You know, these were a major thing.
This was the one that I thought he had the best horns on.
Yeah, the Phoenix horns were amazing on this. Earth, Wind and Fire's horns. You know, if you see them on any album, buy it. Just buy the album. I mean, people obviously know these ones, but that's the big blockbuster record. Here we go, Su Studio.
12-inch single.
12-inch.
It's called the International Mix on it. Also has the album mix and the song Man with a Horn.
Now, is one of these the mixes that's on the 12-inch CD he did?
Yes, this is
the extended mix. I actually like that mix. I don't know if the album version is better to some people, but I actually like that extended mix a lot. Okay, now there's an interesting story behind what this is.
Yeah, this I got over to Dr. Records. It's a promotional copy. And it actually had 2 different 12-inch singles in it. Had one for Take Me Home, which has the extended vocal mix. and the album mix. But it also came with a second one, with another copy of Don't Lose My Number, and Don't Lose My Number, the album mix. And they're both tagged promotional.
Yeah, so this is a kind of a promo pack thing, probably. Now, here we go back to Take Me Home. You know, I had one of the first 45s I ever had when I was a kid. Had a yellow background and that same guy character. Mm-hmm. There are two of these here, and
two of these.
One of them is an import, I believe. It's his first one.
This one is the import.
It's got that glossy stuff, so you know it's an import. If you take
it's also on Virgin Records.
And if you take it out, it is on a different label. It is on Virgin on this one. It's got a somewhat different label. And it's got the Take Me Home logo on the other side.
And this one is just the standard American release.
Yeah, this is the standard American release. You get this when it was new?
Yes. I don't, you know, it's all the same mixes on all of these, but it doesn't matter because they're all individual. You know,
right. Some of these vinyls are like art, you know, when you get them, there are little differences that make it, if you're collecting this stuff, you know, obviously, if you have the same content, but if you're collecting this stuff, it's a little bit different. There's the regular Atlantic label with all the song titles on it. I find it interesting that whoever did that import version of it, that it was on Virgin on that particular label. Because Phil Collins was usually the big Atlantic guy. He recently has had some health problems, so I don't know if we'll be hearing much from him for a while, but...
Yeah, I know he can't play the drums anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's always what he's done. He's always been a player and a singer. I mean, we may hear some singing from him, but it's not going to be the same without his sound. So, anyway, there's the Phil Collins collection that we have. And until next time, enjoy your music. Peace.